Hey y'all, Darla here with Growing Tropical, and I am super excited to be doing this video today. I found a new product, a new mosquito repellent product, and I am super excited to start using this. It's not brand new as far as on the market, but it is brand new to me. My husband and I, for years, we've always are researching something out there to repel mosquitoes. And we've used, gosh, a little bit of everything. And we try really hard to use the things that are user-friendly because we do have pets. Not to mention, we do a lot of entertaining and we want things to be user-friendly around here. We don't want to come out here and sit in a toxic, poisonous mess. And I certainly don't want to have my animals sick or anything either. But I found that my husband actually found this. Mama Natures Mosquito Juice is what it's called. And it actually has, the two main ingredients are garlic and cedar oil. Now, I have a little experience with the cedar oil and the fact that we had hired a company last season, that came in and they did a mosquito, twice a month, they came in and they did a mosquito spray all along the property. And it worked. And I found out that a huge portion of what they were using contained cedar oil. And like I said, it worked, but it was dreadfully expensive, or what I classify to be expensive. And we used them through a good part of our summer months, and the population of mosquitoes were literally zero. I mean, we didn't have to burn, I don't know if you guys can see over here, the citronella candles that we burn, but we didn't have to burn any of that. I didn't have to spray my skin with the the DEET, and we didn't have to spray any, harsh chemicals around. That spray that they did, or it was like a wet fog that they did with that cedar oil, seemed to really do the trick. But again, my husband and I were like, okay, there's got to be something out there that we can do as homeowners that is user-friendly, organic, and something that is cost-effective that we can do ourselves. So again, we just kind of, looked, and then my husband came upon this stuff called Mama Nature's Mosquito Juice. So we started researching it, and what caught my attention was one of the main ingredients on here is cedar oil. And I said to him, we had such good luck with the cedar oil spray from the company that came and did it. Maybe, just maybe, this will be our ticket to keeping the mosquitoes at bay and not going broke. My husband got a deal. It was a Father's Day special. He got 3 of these little bottles like this with the sprayer that came with it. And we were super excited. And I think it cost us I want to say it was like $99 with free shipping. So we went ahead and went on that website and we ordered. And we thought, what do we got to lose besides $99? So in this video, I am going to be, I'm going to call my husband out here in a little while. We're going to be mixing this stuff up, and we're going to be going around our whole property, and we're going to be spraying. Now, a little bit about this product. Again, like I said, I was super excited because it had the cedar oil in it. But what they say is that you need to use it twice. Actually, I think it said like every three weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks, every 18 to 21 days. Because what it does, according to the brochure that we've read, it builds a barrier up around your property. So if you are using it consistently, you are building that barrier perimeter of your around the perimeter of your property, where mosquitoes just will not come in, is what it's saying. And I am really hoping that is going to be the case. It does say that it does say in there that if you get a heavy rain, and for us here in South Florida, we get a lot of rain, especially during this time of the year. We get a lot of afternoon and evening thunderstorms. But it does say you should let it go, or make sure that you're not going to get rain for 24 hours after the first application. And it says if you do continue to get a heavy deluge or a lot of rain, that you should just go ahead and repeat the application, which I think a lot of products are like that, unless they are systemic, where they actually go up into a plant, which now you're getting into a little bit more of the toxicity type stuff. So anyway, I am super excited to be using this. And one thing that I thought was kind of interesting, learned, I also use these things called Mosquito Bits or Bites, I think they're called. We sprinkle them all around in like our fountains, like the bird fountains. We sprinkle them in I have a little garden pond and I sprinkle them in there. And then we have like three French drains that are on around where the gutters come down. And because it's close to the property, a lot of water accumulates. So my husband just ran them out so that way they would drain off to the edges of the property. But in the grates where it accumulates all that water, we just sprinkle all that in there, these mosquito bites in there. These mosquito bites, I never guess I really paid attention. I just knew that they were natural and that they killed the mosquito larvae. When the mosquito larvae go to eat, it kills them, so they don't hatch out, and they don't, am I saying that right? I guess it's the mosquito larvae that it actually kills, yeah. So it doesn't allow them to multiply and become more, which is good. But anyway, when I was reading the ingredients that were on these mosquito bites, and then you can get them like in the discs as well, I found that it was BT. Now, BT is a gardener's favorite, especially when it comes to organic gardening, because BT is, and I always murder this word, but it's a Bacillus thuringiensis. And what that is that is a natural bacteria that's found in your soil. Well, this is a BTI, which is the Bacillus thuringiensis Israeliensis. It was discovered in 1976 in Israel, which I thought was kind of cool that was the name. And what it is actually that particular, what is it called? It is a substrate, I guess, that they consider it to be deadly to the mosquito larvae. So anyway, I just thought it was really cool that when I started reading about the mosquito dunks that I use in all the fountains or whatever, that it was part of the BT family as well. So anyway, it's a little something that I learned. So what I'm going to be doing is, let's see, we talked a little bit about this product. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually drop the link to this video or this website, not necessarily a video. Well, actually there's a how to apply video, but to this website, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link below so you guys can actually go and check this video out if mosquitoes are something that you are battling and it's something that you want to definitely try. And like I said, I'm going to definitely be giving you guys updates as far as whether or not this stuff is going to work for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go run and grab my husband really quick. We're going to mix this stuff up and then we're going to spray the perimeter of the property. So let's go. Okay, so we're taking the bottle and you shake the bottle up really, really well to make sure you get everything mixed in really well. And then what my husband's gonna do is gonna pour it into the container. And this is the container that I was talking about, that Mama's Nature's Mosquito Juice. They sent this container to us. So it's one full bottle. And I believe you fill it up to, Robin, what did you say? It goes to a gallon? 1 gallon. You fill it up to the 1 gallon mark. And it's all marked on the side of the container here. It's all marked very clearly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add some water. And then once he gets the water all in here, then he's going to take this container and he's going to shake it up really good. And like I said, in the description, I'm going to drop a link to this website. And the guy actually that's on there that's demonstrating this, he actually shows you how to briskly walk on the property and spray. And he also shows you how to mix this all up and everything. So the instructions are like really, really super, super simple. Also, this has it says on this bottle, it says it this says 75, let me see if I can get that to come in good, about a 75% reduction in the repelling of the mosquitoes after the first application. I believe it said 75 to 80% on the actual, the brochure and everything. So I thought that was a really, that's a huge percentage right off the bat with the first application. So anyway, we're going to get this all together and then we're just going to walk around and show you how we are going to apply this. Smile. We're going to start in this area over here in this horrible, horrible hot sun. It is the middle of the afternoon, one of the worst times that we can be doing something in the yard. But honestly, it is a situation where if we get this on now, it'll dry in really well. And I don't want to mess around. I just want to get this done and taken care of. So to see just how effective this is going to be on the mosquitoes. So here we go. I'm really curious to see how this is going to spray. Oh yeah, it's got a nice, sometimes these, things that they'll send you, these companies, some of the things they'll send you, they're not always You know, they're not always really the best, like, quality, but this seems to be pretty good. Ooh, and does it smell? It really smells strong. The brochure said on there, and even the video, it said on there, don't be alarmed at the smell because it will dissipate, it will go away. It just has to be really, really careful about not getting it like on your, you know, heavy on your shoes and then tracking it in the house or whatever, because it may start smelling really bad. And then it'll, as it dries, obviously it's going to go away. Whew, boy, that is some strong stuff. Actually, it smells good. It smells like you're cooking. Like a good old pot roast with some garlic cut up in the crock pot. Yum. He's spraying in those areas that are really, this gets really infested. This is one of the drains that I was talking about that we keep the Mosquito Dunks in, which is right in here. And the water just accumulates down inside here. So we just throw, actually you can see the mosquito dunk. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll get as close as you can. There you go. Look at all those mosquito dunks that we have down in there. And it really does help with making sure that we don't have the mosquito population breeding in there. We want to really make sure that we get it good and heavy, like in this area, like all up in our cabana area, because this is our living space out here. This is our, you know, our outdoor living space. We're out here a lot. And so making sure that we control the mosquito population out here is just huge. So we can entertain and, you know, have family time out here. He's just walking in a nice steady pace and just spraying as he goes along. And I think that it's important that we get like in between like the cracks, like where our decking is at, trying to make sure that we get, you know, in between the cracks and everything so that spray can go down inside there too, because I'm sure that it gets damp up underneath the decking. So he's making sure that he goes and sprays in between the cracks as well. And then back in my corner. I feel like I'm giving you guys a little bit of a garden tour while I'm doing this as well. We're actually on the south side right now. The south side is just doing really, really well. I've been like crossing my fingers that everything is going to be doing well through the summer months. It is so hot, and the summer sun is just tearing everything. I mean, I should say it's tearing it up. It is really putting everything to the test, I should say. But anyway, back to the spray. Okay, there you have it. I'm all winded like I was the one doing it. I was walking around filming my husband in certain parts of the yard, and that sun is just so blazing hot. But anyway, we got it all done, and I'm going to mark this on the calendar because we're going to make sure that we repeat this application every 18 to 21 days, just like it says. And I also wanted to tell you guys, because I didn't mention, I don't believe in the first part of this video, that even though this product is on the EPA's 25B exempt list, it says it's very minimal risk to, you know, humans and animals. There's always sensitivities that people or animals can experience, and it did say on here that sometimes animals like dogs can be like sensitive to the garlic. And if that's the case, you just want to make sure, obviously, that you keep, you know, your pets in the house while you're spraying that. I would recommend that really with anything that I would do around here, whether it be organic or not, that I would keep my animals, you know, anything away just until the area dries or whatever. I think that's just kind of a smart rule of thumb to follow. But anyway, I am really excited to be able to monitor this and to see. We blew out all of our citronella candles. We turned all the fans off and everything to let everything just kind of dry good. But I'm really curious. Like I said, it had a 75 to 80% reduction in just the first application. So that's significant. That's very significant. So if it doesn't rain here, if we don't get any afternoon, evening thunderstorms or whatever, hopefully, I never like to say this, but hopefully for the next 24 hours, it'll just remain dry. So we don't have to repeat it again for another, you know, for another several weeks or whatever. But again, this has been so much fun. I love, you know, taking new products and experimenting with them, especially something like this, because we have been wanting to find something cost effective, something organic, something do it yourself. And this looks like it might fit the bill. So I will be updating you. And again, guys, I love doing stuff like this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel as well. So until the next video, bye for now, y'all.